As a pet owner my entire life and professional cleaner, I've tested just about every single pet cleaning product on the market. Now, some are not so hot and don't work great, and others have been total game changers and helped me clean up after Mabel and Ladybird. So let me show you the ones that are actually worth your money. The first product is just a simple Blacklight like this one here. Now, the reason these are so helpful is many times our pets are gonna have accidents or spots on your carpet, even your hardwood floor, or just throughout your entire house. And these can quickly help you locate them without having to get on your hands and knees, and we'll kind of sniff to see where that stinky odor is coming from. Now, I will warn you, the second you buy one of these and turn it on, you kind of start using it all over your house, and you might find some things, especially in your bathroom, that you didn't want to see in the first place. But what's nice about these is they just cut down the time of having to find and locate that spot so you can easily clean it up. A lot of times too, they're relatively cheap. I think this one I got on Amazon for around like $20 or so. However, if you have an area that like you can't get dark or you want to use it during the day, you'll want a little more of a strong one. That way it can kind of cut through that bright light so you can see the spots. But if you're able to turn all the lights off and close some shades and things and get it dark in the room, most any Blacklight will do the job. So once you use the Blacklight to locate some of those problem areas, whether it's on your carpet, rugs, or hard floors, you gotta clean them up, right? And there's two products I highly recommend that you invest in. The first is a good enzyme cleaner, and the second is a spotter machine. Now, the reason you want a good enzyme cleaner, and the one I highly suggest, is called War on P. This one here is because it's gonna break down all the nastiness that's in the carpet or the rugs or even your hard surfaces. So not only can it be easily cleaned up and flushed out, but it's also gonna attack those stinky odors that oftentimes are left behind after you cleaned it, and it's just so hard to remove. Now, War on P was actually designed by a professional carpet cleaner who's been in the industry for many, many years. And we even use this on our professional business side of things. And I just love the way it smells. And again, because it works so well, it gets rid of the yellowing that can be left behind many times on like your lighter color carpet. And a little bit goes a long way. This single container here is a concentrate, so then all you need to do is just mix up how much you need in a spray bottle here. I always have a spray bottle of this mixed up underneath my kitchen sink because you're never quite sure when you're gonna need it. Now, after you spray everything with the enzyme cleaner, there's one very important rule you need to keep in mind. Whether you're using War on P or the others out there like maybe Roxy and Rocco or even Nature's Miracle, they make a few that are okay, not as good as War on P here, but you need to read the label and let them sit for as long as the manufacturer recommends. Many times in my experience, I'll go read reviews of these various products and people say, oh, I sprayed it on and I sucked it out and it didn't do anything. Well, yeah, the enzymes didn't have time to work and really break down all the bacteria and the proteins in the spot, so it didn't really do anything because you just flushed it out right away. Enzymes need time to work, and many times it's like anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes even longer. So if you just spray it down and instantly flush it out, you're not really gonna clean anything, or you might kind of half clean it, and once you're done, it still stinks or you might still see a spot. So as I always say here at Clean That Up, the label is the law, so follow it. The third product I kind of mentioned already, but that is a spotter machine. This one here is the Shark Stain Striker, and I absolutely love this thing. I recently got it. It's super powerful. It has a nice stream of kind of rinsing so that you can flush everything evenly out of the area that you're trying to clean. Now, this is so important and worth your money when you have pets because they're gonna have spots and accidents, and usually for whatever reason, it's always like in the middle of the night. And yes, you can clean them up by hand, but one of these machines just makes it so much quicker, so much easier, and you actually remove everything from the carpet. Because honestly, if you leave anything behind, it's either gonna stink or your pets will smell it. Unfortunately, they might keep going there and then you'll have a bigger mess on your hands. Now, I know these can be a little bit costly, but I even love to give these as gifts to new pet owners because the moment you need it, it's like the most invaluable thing ever, so get one if you have pets. So these next few products here are all about removing pet hair and fur from your home, and I'm sure you already are fully aware this can be a challenging and big job. Now, when you're looking for a pet hair removal tool, you wanna find one that has like rubber components because really pet hair can be very fine and it can just weave itself into various things like your furniture and even your carpet fibers. So the three here all have that, and these are the ones I really like and use on a regular basis. The first one here is the Chom Chom Roller. This does a really good job, again, to pull all that pet hair out. But the other thing I really like about this, especially on like furniture and things, is that it actually captures the pet hair inside, so it picks it up. It's not a vacuum or anything, it just kind of has a little compartment in there that when you roll over the furniture, it all collects in there. And what's nice about that is, let's say you have friends coming over and maybe they don't love pets or don't love pet hair and you don't have time to vacuum. I'll just bust this out, give the furniture just a quick chom. It's nice, it picks it up quick, and I don't have to worry about it. Now the other one is this one here called a lily brush. Now the reason I like this one, and it's kind of similar to the chom, but it's nice and compact and small, and this works amazing on kind of those areas where the chom can't quite get in there, but pet hair is really starting to build up. I also love to keep one of these in my car. This does an amazing job to pull it out of your car upholstery and even the carpet in there as well. For some reason, car carpet is just so tough to get pet hair out of sometimes. It's almost like a magnet or like Velcro, and these do an amazing job to pull that out. Now, when it comes to your carpet, rugs, or hard surface floors, this is the tool you want to get right here. It's called a fur remover or rubber broom. If you look at it here, it's got a bunch of rubber bristles on one side, and on the other side, it's got a squeegee. And this does an amazing job, again, pulling out all that deeply embedded pet hair that many times, even after vacuuming, still remains. Now, I will say though, the first time you use this, it's kind of addicting because you use it in one area and you're like, wait a second, I wonder if there's hair over here. Maybe there's hair over here, and before you know it, you've used it throughout your entire house. And the other thing I like to use it on as well is just hard surfaces, because sometimes hair can be hard to sweep up with a broom. It just kind of flies up in the air and goes everywhere. This does a good job of grabbing it again with these rubber bristles, getting it into a nice pile so then you can easily vacuum it up. Now, anytime it comes to hair removal products, there's always a new one on the market. And sometimes, I gotta be honest, they're kind of a scam and they just don't really work that well. All three of these have been in my house for years and years, and I love them, and they really work, and they're worth the investment. And the nice thing too is all of these are right around $20, so it's not a ton of money to spend out, and these ones actually work. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are so close to that 1 million mark, and we'd really appreciate any support you can give to help us get there. The next product on the list, and this might seem obvious to some, but that is to invest in a high quality vacuum. For instance, this one here is the Shark Power Detect. Now, the reason this is so important is not only is it gonna suck out more hair and fur and things from your carpet, and usually our little furry friends like to leave a lot of that behind, but it's also gonna be powerful enough to suck out their dander as well, which is essentially just dead skin cells that they shed. And what happens is if you use a cheaper vacuum, yes, I can get some of that, but if you don't remove all of it, what happens is it will build up in your carpet and rugs and things. Your house is gonna kind of start to stink and have that, well, kind of wet pet smell that if you smell it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so by investing in a good high quality vacuum, this is gonna help you remove that so it helps your home smell better. Now, another thing to look out for too, this vacuum has a HEPA filter. That's super important because it's a stronger filter that can just filter through more microscopic dust particles and things so you don't blow it throughout the rest of the house. Another product that really helps keep odors down in your home is investing in an air purifier. Now, I know these can be a little bit pricey up front, but I have found that it helps cut down on not only the hair and the dander, but really keep the house smelling better and more neutral as well. Now, really the key with these is they're gonna kind of get anything else that your vacuum doesn't get. But to keep your house smelling good, regular vacuuming and running one of these is just gonna cut down, again, on all of that hair and dander that's floating around that usually is causing all of your stinky odors. Now, yes, you can get some sprays that help neutralize that, but really the best defense is a good vacuum cleaner and an air purifier to keep everything nice and clean. Now, if there is a product that I didn't talk about in today's video, but you love to use it to clean up after your pets, definitely drop it down in the comments below. And there you have it. Those are some of my favorite pet cleaning products that are actually worth your investment. Thanks so much for watching as always, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Again, we are so close to that 1 million mark, and we really appreciate any support to help us get there. I also need to give a huge shout out to the Clean Squad members over on our Patreon. Thank you so much for your continued support of Clean That Up. If you want to join us over there and get access to things like PDF cleaning guides, your name credited down below, and much more, check the link in the description. And as always, Mabel and Ladybird and myself will see you on the next clean.